Welcome. In this session, we would focus on natural vegetation. To begin with, the forest reserves on India. Now, these forests are ultimate source of we can say energy, timber, fuel, fodder, food products. Even they help to prevent erosion in the region. They provide habitat to animals and various species. They are one of the renewable sources of energy, resources, we could say. They are one of the renewable resources, and based on this we can say at present, where we focus on maintaining the forest, what are the major functions they provide, understanding those is critical. So we can broadly classify these functions under four heads. These are productive functions, so we get fuel, fodder, timber, so that's productive. Then is protective. Under protective, we say soil erosion is curbed. There is thick humus formation which occurs because of vegetation and forests. Then there is a regulatory function. Under the regulatory function, we focus on the importance of forest providing oxygen and utilizing carbon dioxide, so they regulate the ecological balance, in simple words. And then is the accessory functions. Under accessory functions, they provide habitat to wildlife, they are a place for recreation, provide aesthetic beauty to the region. So all those are accessory functions. Now, whenever we talk about a region, the vegetation, the forest cover in the region, it primarily depends on two variables. One variable is rainfall, the other variable is relief features, correct? So rainfall and relief are the two important things based on which we would classify the natural vegetation as we proceed. Now, when there is the forest destruction, it would lead to extermination of the wildlife as well. So protection of the forest is not only important for protecting the forest per se, but also for the habitat that actually dwells in the region. Technically speaking, 1/3 of the land should be under forest cover, but as of now in India, we have around 21% of the land which is under forest cover. Coming on to some important terminologies before we proceed further. So what is the difference between natural vegetation, flora, vegetation and forest cover? So let's understand these one by one. Natural vegetation is when the plant community grows without any external assistance. It has not been disturbed over time. It grows naturally. So when it grows naturally, it is unevenly distributed and it's ready to adapt itself to the climate and the soil conditions in that region. And that's what is called as natural vegetation. What is the flora? Flora are the plant species of a specific region or a specific duration, and these are usually considered as a group of plant species which we say follow a specific region or are located in a specific area. So we talk about flora and fauna. So flora is basically the plants and fauna is the animal life, as simple as that. The next is vegetation. Now, vegetation is the association of the various plant species which are present in a specific area and they provide an environmental setup to that region. So let's say if it is a tropical evergreen vegetation, what would happen? In that case, there would be a proper environmental setup because there would be trees which would be higher, and then because of the dense overgrowth, you won't find enough of undergrowth, so less of herbs and grasses. So it naturally creates an environmental setup for the species, for the animal species, for the other plant species, and for various economic and the four functions, the protective, productive functions and accessory functions. The next is forest. Now, it's a large land which is covered with trees along with the undergrowth. This could be shrubs, herbs and the various life forms that it sustains. So vegetation, as we said, can be broadly classified into based on rainfall and based on relief. Now, based on rainfall, we further classify it under four categories: tropical evergreen, deciduous monsoon, This could be further classified as wet deciduous or dry deciduous, or moist deciduous and dry deciduous. We'll talk about that as we proceed. Desert and semi-desert conditions, thorn and scrub, which is the tropical desert areas. Based on relief, we talk about the littoral or the tidal forest. Sundarbans, Sundari trees are a classic example for those. Mountain, or what we call as mixed forest. Now, where do you find dense evergreen? Now, dense evergreen, definitely you would require ample of rainfall. So regions of high rainfall, you would see dense evergreen. Where do you find a thorn, desert, semi-desert? Where there is low rainfall, as simple as that. Now, there have been various preventive measures to protect indiscriminate felling of trees, and under the 5-year plan, Central Board of Forestry was established. Also, when we talk about forests have been considered as a collective wealth of the nation. So, if there is an indiscriminate cutting, now this indiscriminate cutting, what's the term we use? We use the term as deforestation. So, deforestation is cutting of the forest. Afforestation is planting of the trees on a land which was not previously cultivated. And what is reforestation? Reforestation is cultivation on a land which was previously cultivated, was actually the trees were cut down, and now we are trying to replant the trees. So government has brought in an initiative where you plant 2 saplings for every 1 tree which has been removed, or which has fallen, right? So these are the terms that you must be familiar with. Later, as we proceed, we would talk about the measures which have been taken, the National Forest Policy. We would also focus on what is the difference between social forestry, agroforestry, and some initiatives of NGOs like One Tree Planted. So that we will discuss as we move towards the section